Good morning class, welcome back. Today we will start with our half-yearly course. The half-yearly course, the first chapter of our half-yearly course is flower. It is chapter 4. We all know that flower in plant two types of reproduction takes place, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. So plant reproduces sexually with the help of this flower. So flower is the reproductive part of the plant, and by the help of flower, plant reproduces sexually. First, for that we will study the structure of flower. This is the colored part of the flower, and this colored part of the flower arises from the green color structure, and this green color structure is called calyx, and this green color structure based on the cup shaped structure, and this cup shaped structure is called thalamus, and from the thalamus a green stone like structure coming out, and this structure is called pedicel. This pedicel helps the flower to attach with the plant. This colored structure is called corolla. Corolla is made up of petals, and calyx is made up of sepals. Collectively, these sepals are called calyx, and petals collectively called corolla. This is the colored part of the flower, and this is the green color of the flower. This is the male reproductive part of the flower, and this is the gynoecium, and this is the female reproductive part of it. Now, one by one, we will study each structure and function of each part of the flower. Now, let's start with the calyx. Calyx is the green colored part of the flower, and it is the first word of the flower, and this is the non-essential part of the flower. It is called non-essential because it only helps in the process of reproduction, not taking part in the process of reproduction, so that it is called non-essential part of the flower, and its main function is to protect the flower in its bud condition, and due to green in color it also helps in the process of photosynthesis. We all know that green color of the flower of the plant is due to the presence of chlorophyll pigment, and we all know that chlorophyll helps in the process of photosynthesis, so that calyx also helps in the process of photosynthesis. The main function of the calyx is protect the flower in its bud condition. And second is the corolla. Corolla is the colored part of the flower, and due to color it is attractive part of the flower, so that it helps in the process of pollination. And we all know what is pollination. Pollination is the transfer of transfer of anthers from one flower to the another flower, so that sexual reproduction takes place, and this transference of the pollen grains takes place also by the insects, and for attracting the insect, corolla helps, so that it helps in the process of pollination. Now, these two parts are the non-essential because they only help in the process of reproduction. Now, we will study about the essential part of the flower, and first is the endoecium. Endoecium is the male part of the flower, and it is made up of stamen. The structure of stamen is like this. It is made up of two parts. This lobe part is called anther, and this stalk is called filament. In anther, pollen grains are present. Pollen grains are the main reproductive unit of flower, and this filament helps the male reproductive part of the flower. Now the second is the gynoecium. Gynoecium is the female reproductive part of the flower and its structure is like this. The upper part of the gynoecium is called stigma. This tube, this is hollow tube, which is called style, and this basal swollen part of the stigma and gynoecium is called ovary. And in ovary, ovules are present. Ovules are the female reproductive unit of the flower, and they fuses with the pollen grains. And this is the structure of gynoecium, and it is the female reproductive part of the flower. And this is the structure of the gynoecium. It divides into three parts: stigma, style, and ovary. And ovary is the basal part, and it is swollen structure, and in it ovules are present, which helps in the process of reproduction. These ovules are fused with the pollen grains. When due to the pollination, when pollen grains reaches to the stigma, they form tube, and with the help of this tube, these pollen grains fuses with the ovule. Now we will study the types of flower. There are two types of flower: incomplete flower and complete incomplete flower and complete flower. Incomplete flower means in the flower in which any of the whorl is absent. It is either endoecium or gynoecium. If any of the essential part of the flower is absent, then that type of flower is called incomplete flower. And complete flower, if all the whorls are present in a flower, that flower is called complete flower. Now, on the basis of presence or absence of endoecium and gynoecium, incomplete flower is of two types: distillate and staminate. Distillate flower and staminate flower. Distillate flower means a flower in which only gynoecium is present and endoecium is absent. That type of flower is called distillate flower or female flower. And the staminate flower means a flower in which only endoecium is present and gynoecium is absent. And that type of flower is called male flower. The good example of staminate and distillate flower is papaya. Papaya is a staminate flower, and there are two varieties of papaya found. It is one papaya is staminate and other papaya in which the flower is present, that is called distillate papaya. Means a flower in which gynoecium is present, means female flower is called distillate flower, and male flower is called staminate. Male part in a flower in which male part is present, that is called staminate flower. And a flower in which all the whorls are present is called complete flower, and it is also called bisexual flower. Why it is called bisexual flower? Because all these two sexual part of the flower is present. Female and male part of the flower is present in a flower, so that it is called bisexual flower. And this type of flower, in this type of flower, only self-pollination takes place. No cross-pollination process takes place in bisexual means gametophyllous means fused calyx, and polysepalous means free calyx. In the same way, we will see in the corolla, if the petals are fused, then that type of plant is called gamophyllous. And if the petals are free, then that is called polypetalous. Polypetalous means free petals, and gametophyllous means fused petals. This is all about the today's class. In the next topic we will discuss in next class.